The NBA offseason has been pure chaos with trades, signings, and surprises around every corner. Every team made a move, but which ones changed the game?
And get an easy score.
Shea, what a move! Pulls up and puts it in!
Today, we're breaking down the biggest offseason moves for all 30 teams. From headline shockers to clever steals you might have missed, let's jump in and see who won the summer. The Southeast Division had some of the biggest moves this offseason. Let's start with the Atlanta Hawks. With the Eastern Conference wide open this year, the Atlanta Hawks wasted no time in making moves. They brought in Kristaps Porziņģis from Boston in a trade. He's a 7-footer who can shoot threes and block shots. Porziņģis averaged 19.5 points and shot a career-high 41% from deep last year. He signed a 2-year, $60 million extension and brings championship experience after winning with Boston. While some might think that's their biggest move, I think their biggest one was trading for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They only gave up a second-round pick to get him from Minnesota. Nickeil is a 6'5" guard who plays strong defense and can shoot the three. Last season, he played all 82 games and averaged 9.4 points. He also hit 141 threes and was one of the best in the league at catching and shooting from deep. The Hawks gave him a 4-year, $62 million contract through a sign and trade deal. In my opinion, trading for Alexander Walker was the smartest move, a tough defender with a growing offensive game, and they barely gave up anything to get him. Let me know in the comments which move you think was bigger. The Heat traded for Norman Powell from the Clippers, and it might be the steal of the summer. Powell had his best season ever last year, averaging 21.8 points while shooting nearly 50% from the field and 42% from deep. He also played strong defense and made clutch shots.
Go, 3 to shoot. This is for the lead. Yes! Norman Powell!
Powell is on a 5-year, $90 million deal he signed in 2021. That's a good deal for someone playing at an all-star level. Miami also picked up Simone Fontecchio and re-signed Davion Mitchell. They lost Kyle Anderson, Kevin Love, and Duncan Robinson, but getting Powell was a huge win for them. Orlando made a big trade for Desmond Bane from the Grizzlies. The Magic gave up Cole Anthony, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and 5 future draft picks to get him. That's a lot, but Bane is worth it. Bane is one of the most complete guards in the NBA. He can shoot, defend, and pass. He's under a 5-year, $206 million contract, and Orlando believes he can help them win right now. They also signed point guard Tyus Jones. He's smart, doesn't turn the ball over, and shot 41% from 3 last year. Paolo Banchero got a 5-year extension too, but the Bane trade is what changes everything. Charlotte is rebuilding, and their biggest move was drafting Con Knuppel and Liam McNeely. These 2 young players led them to a Summer League championship. They also added Colin Sexton and Pat Connaughton through trades and signed Trey Mann. However, things are looking up, but it's the rookies who give Charlotte fans real hope. Washington made a smart move by trading for veteran CJ McCollum. He's a pro scorer and team leader. The Wizards gave up Jordan Poole and others in the deal. CJ's 2-year contract is worth $64 million. Plus, he'll help teach the young guys while keeping the team competitive. From the Capitol to the Rockies, this next team made double trouble moves you can't ignore. The Denver Nuggets had 2 big-time moves this summer, and it's too close to pick just one. First, they traded away Michael Porter Jr. and got Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson is a better shooter, more dependable and healthier, and the Nuggets saved about $12 million doing it. Johnson just came off a season where he averaged 18.8 points and shot 39% from 3.
Cam Johnson, open, 3-ball, yes sir!
He's on a 4-year, $108 million deal and now takes over as Denver's starting forward. The second big move, bringing in Jonas Valanciunas from Sacramento. Finally, the Nuggets have a solid backup center behind Jokic. Jonas is a veteran who knows how to rebound, score in the paint, and protect the rim. He averaged 10.4 points and 7.7 rebounds last season, and Denver only had to give up Dario Saric in the deal. Now, they've got depth and more stability at 2 key positions. Minnesota's biggest move wasn't a trade. It was locking down Naz Reid. He signed a 5-year, $125 million deal, and the Wolves made it clear he's a big part of their future. Reed had his best season ever, scoring 14.2 points and grabbing 6 rebounds per game off the bench. He hit a career-high 175 three-pointers and won 6th Man of the Year in 2024. He's a big man who moves like a guard, can stretch the floor, and gives Minnesota a huge spark off the bench. With Nickeil Alexander-Walker leaving for Atlanta, Reed's role just got even more important. The Thunder just won the NBA title, and they're making sure the band stays together. Their biggest offseason move was giving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a Supermax 4-year, $285 million contract extension. That's the biggest yearly salary in league history. Shai was the Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and scoring champ.
Little zone here from Dallas. Shai inside, takes a little.
With Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren also signing 5-year extensions, OKC is keeping its young stars locked in. They didn't add any new players, but after a championship season, all they needed to do was keep their core, and that's exactly what they did. The Utah Jazz didn't chase big-name players. Instead, they focused on talent in the draft. Their biggest move was selecting Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton Jr. Bailey has superstar potential, though some say he needs to mature off the court. Clayton Jr. is a small but tough guard made for clutch moments. Alongside them, the Jazz made a few trades, bringing in Kyle Anderson, Kevin Love, and Yusuf Nurkic. But this offseason was about the future, and it starts with Bailey and Clayton Jr. leading the way. Damian Lillard is back in Portland. Even though he might miss the whole season with an Achilles injury, the Blazers signed him to a 3-year, $41 million deal. It's more than just a reunion. It's a fresh start for a fan favorite who spent 11 years with the team before being traded in 2023. Portland also added Drew Holiday and Blake Wesley. Anthony Simons and DeAndre Ayton are gone, but for Blazers fans, seeing Dame back in black and red is the highlight of the summer. So there you have it, the biggest offseason move for your favorite NBA teams. Some teams took bold swings that might just change everything, while others, well, let's just say they'll be explaining those choices for a while. Now it's your turn. Which team do you think made the best move this offseason? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more NBA breakdowns just like this.